Plateau United, defending champions of the Nigerian Professional Football League. They showed us that they can play football in the CAF Champions League, solve their opponents. Toby, I'll get you talking with that one. Good result for Coach Kennedy Boboye and his team.
I mean, it was a great result, playing against the champions of Cameroon. But, you know, we had this feeling that Plateau United should be on the edge. They had more quality. Kennedy Boboye, experienced manager, quality players in there. I mean, they've done, you know, quite good business during the transfer. And also, they've started well in the league and, you know, really give them a lot of confidence going to this one. You know, got, you know, early penalty in this one. I mean, they really struggled in the first 45 minutes. We know the Cameroon will come here with a lot of, you know, try to pack the balls, try to frustrate them in the final third. But 3 goals in the first leg is such a massive result. You needed, you know, to take to Cameroon. The confidence is high. You kept a clean sheet, scored 3 goals. Great performance from the boys. Was a great performance from Plateau United. Really, I'm really happy to see the champions of the league, you know, starting on this great, you know, winning out. You know, they missed a penalty. You know, good follow-up, scored from the rebound, and the 2 goals really follow up late in the game from the second half. You know, sometimes how you start a game doesn't really matter. It's how you finish it. You know, when I saw the score at 1-0, I was really worried because I knew it would be difficult to take 1-0 to Cameroon, but 3-0 was a massive result. Yes, still more than 3 minutes to go in Cameroon, but you can say the league's favourite to progress to the next round.
Ogen Elijah, Sunday, Igbede, and Joshua Obaje scored the goals for Plateau United. But for me, the victory proper was the stadium that they played this match.
I'm looking at that pitch and trying to wrap my head around.
That's right. New stadium.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's wonderful to see them play in the new stadium. The governor had promised on the final day of the MPFL last season that they're going to play their game in the new stadium. Great finish, that one. But I don't think also we can get excited yet.
Yeah.
Because Rivers United played against, was it Al Hilal last season? 3-0 in the first leg, lost 4-0 in the second leg. We're not hoping this will happen. We've got to give credit to Kennedy Boboye and the boys because the one thing Kennedy Boboye has been able to do is starting the season well. I mean, in the MPFL. And so they got into this game with the right momentum, with the right spirit. They were playing well already, scoring lots of goals in the league. And going into a game like this and scoring 3-0 is very commanding. But I know one thing, that Kenny Boboye will tell the guys, you cannot celebrate yet. Let's go and do the job in Cameroon, and then we can start jumping around. So great result for them, and shows that the champions in the league deservedly won the league last season. I mean, showing this on the continent.
That's right. Good show of quality by Plateau United. I'll tell you something as Coach Kennedy Boboye will say to his team. You know those pundits are watching, and then they will say that we are just local champions. We cannot win on the continent. After the action comes the reaction. Let's listen to them. We'll be right back.
It's a tactical game we decided to play because it's a team I went traveling watching, and at the same time I saw their training. The most important thing is that the players play to instruction, and the most important thing is that we got the 3 points. They are a tactical team, a very sound team. They are not pushovers. Everybody saw the way they play. And it's a team is not done and dusted yet. It's for us to go back home and work very hard to make sure we go back to Cameroon. But it's not done and dusted, as I can say. We must go back to the drawing board and work very hard to make sure we clinch our points in Cameroon.
Now we're going to start planning for the second leg as from tomorrow. You understand? Because we know it's not going to be an easy one for us, but we'll give it our all. So after this stage, we'll take it stage by stage and see what comes out of it.
So the state says that this one is done and dusted. We've defeated Eding Sports 3-0. We need to start getting ready for the return leg. So that's it. All the best to Plateau United. But what a story. On the flip side, it didn't go so well for Aqua United in Yobong.
It was a bad day in the office, to be honest. I mean, after the game, the players were applauded off the field because Aqua United played so well in terms of attacking. They created chances. The man of the match was the goalkeeper from Gambia. I mean, they were absolutely stunning, but in terms of defending, they were poor. They let in 2 quick-fire goals, and defensively, Joe Lauren Leke was a culprit on the day. Normally very reliable. Defensively, Aqua United usually very reliable too, but it let them down. They were not quite on their mettle yesterday, but going forward, they scored a lot of, it created a lot of chances, I should say. Didn't quite get enough.
Oh, actually, you wish they would have scored a lot of goals.
I wish they would have scored a lot of goals, but it was a good showing. It was a good showing from the Hawks coming all the way from Gambia. I'm just wondering if Aqua United underrated them a little bit. I'm just wondering. But it's a game that Abdul Makaba has come out and said, I've learned my lessons.
That's right.
They need to play the game of their lives in the return leg because they did not only beat you 2-1, they scored 2 away goals. So for you to beat them and knock them out of this competition, you also have to at least score 2 goals away from them. So, and Aqua United, the highest goal scorers in the league as we speak, they've got the quality to score goals, and I think they will score goals away from them. My worry will be defending. Defending, actually a problem. Toby, is it a problem of inexperience in continental football?
Yeah, maybe not. From the goalkeeper, Ojo was part of the under-20 at some point, you know, had national team experience. So when it comes to continental football, it was in goal during the African Under-20 Championship. It was at the World Cup, even he doesn't get games. And I mean, and he has been around the leg, experienced player, experienced goalkeeper. Don't forget, Ojo is one of those goalkeepers we mentioned that they should be in the
right. That's right.
Just the back four. There's, you know, this defender that was dropped for the Chan team.
Emmanuel Ariwa.
Ariwa, experienced. He was a captain on the night.
Was at the Wafu Cup.
Did well. We saw him in the Chan qualifiers. So I was really shocked. You know, like Inobok said, maybe a bad day on the wrong day, because, you know, when you concede 2 goals at home and you have to travel to Gambia to score 2 goals without conceding, makes it very, very difficult. But I mean, I don't know where Aqua United will find this inspiration, where they will find this belief and big heart to go to Gambia and turn the result. But they've got quality. Victor Mboma, on a heyday, he can get goals for them. They've got additional Gata, they can come off the bench and add quality at the middle of the partners. If he finally comes back, Kester, you know, big lanky back four. I mentioned Ariwa. If Leke could just put this, you know, errors behind him and try to put big performance. But I mean, it's going to be a very, very difficult moment for Maikaba. And I just hope and pray that, you know, they will turn things around in Gambia.
That's right. So that's the story. The Banjo Hawks came to Uyo in Akwa Ibom State to beat Aqua United 2-1. They got the opener through Mohamed Jallo in the 11th minute. When you play in the continental competition, you don't concede goals that early. While Lamin Chati added the second in the 34th minute. So it's just when Aqua was just trying to set into the game that they conceded. Victor Mboma, the Aqua United's new signing, reduced the deficit for the host in the 72nd minute. So it ended 2-1. Banjo Hawks, they will be traveling back, excited with that result. But hey, Coach Abdul Maikaba says, look, these things happen. We're not giving up. We will fight and fight in the return leg. Let's listen to him.
It's a very big lesson. And not that I did not know anything about our opponents. We have been following them also. And I know very little about them, I can say. Actually, it's a highly tactical side, very, very good side. But we work very, very hard to make sure that we reverse the result in the second leg. It happens to Aqua United in history. The coach talked of history. Aqua United won away and came here to lose at home. And at the end, they ended up going out of the competition. And we still have that belief that we can do the same. The only thing is for us to be mentally strong and prepare very well for the task.